Welcome to Message from Your Guide, your weekly intuitive guidance channeled directly from your spirit guides. And I am your channeler. My name is Karen Kartika, transformational coach and holistic healer. Today, I'm going to be doing two parts. The first part is a collective message. This is for generals for everyone. This is an energy that I picked up for whenever this is that you're reading that's applicable to you and everybody who's coming across this video at this specific moment. And then later on the second part, I'm going into specific cards that speaks to you. I'm going to be selecting three cards. All you have to do is tune in to any of these three cards, and the card that speaks to you the most is the one that you have messages wants to be channeled to you, and it's applicable to the situation that you're going through right now, illness, or just an idea or insights that you're looking for, that you need to be aware of in this specific moment. And I will be giving you more instructions for the second part. And we shall start, shall we? Let's shuffle the deck. I'm going to be using three decks. The first deck is going to be the situation that we're going through right now, and I'm using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And the second one is the energy that we can use to handle the situation that we're going through. And I am going to use a deck from Human Design Oracle System. This is a new deck, and it's a beautiful deck that speaks on the energy that is using the Human Design System. And the third deck, my all-time favorite deck, that has all the affirmations and can help us shift the reality that we're in. And this is the deck from Florence Shuffle Shin, The Game of Life, affirmation and inspiration cards. Okay, and this is again the collective card. This is a general message for everyone who comes across this video. Okay, the first card is the situation card, and it speaks about between world. And this is card number 3. Just as the image is showing, is shifts in the world that we're in, from the old to the new. And the way that they picture it, the old seems kind of grainy, colorless, and the new has more clarity, vibrancy. And I feel like we are heading to something that is have more clarity, has more detail, it has more color, can also be told as has more truth to it. Whenever we're crossing different worlds, there will be times that it feels a little right there, from unclarity, disclarity to clarity, from being unfocused to focus. And when you're starting to see it more clear, then you start to see what you're leaving behind and what you're going to. In this in between space, it could feel a little unsettling. It can feel a little confusing. Just as I was moving around the card, it feels like, all right, I need to focus myself on something because I need clarity. And oftentimes during in between worlds, clarity is hard to find. So I feel like in this time, just be mindful that what we have is just in the present moment. And in the present moment, we could have all the facts, we might not have all the facts, and both sides are okay. Because sometimes the best part of any situation is being in between. The unknown is still being created. And having hope and optimism is also helping us to create the reality in the positive manner instead of getting carried away in the chaos of it, in the negative of it, and blaming, judging, or feeling guilty and looking back and feeling nostalgic and hoping that the old way comes back. While in fact, the old ways never come back. And the more that we're trying to drag all the old things, we're creating a reality that will still have the old influences or the negativity that comes with it, which is what the feelings or emotions that are being present right now, the judgment, the blaming, the guilt, the victim mentality. So be really mindful in this moment to choose and pick what you are feeling and what you are opting to feel, to embrace, to have as a mindset, because what it is that you are embracing today is creating what the reality next. So during in this in between time, yes, it might be taking time to focus and seeing the big picture and clearer picture. The clearer picture comes because we also influence it with what we're bringing into our reality through our mind, through our emotions, through how we are being in the world. So be really mindful not to get really swayed or being toppled and confused and chaos of not seeing everything, but allowing, which is what the energy is for this situation. This is again for the general, is the energy of gate 28 in human design. And it said here, challenge. The image here is a person who is doing a jump. You're high up there. You can't really see what's in front of you. Everything is very small, but you take a leap, you jump, knowing that you have everything that you need, the parachutes and everything else to be able to go through the challenge ahead, the uncertainty ahead. And this is on Scorpio. It's a passion for life. This is about taking risk, knowing that not everything is being clear in front of you. And yet, what is promised in risk is that there is new ways, new possibilities, things that open up for you that you never imagined before, vitality or the joy of life, not being stuck in the grayness or the not so colorful place of life, which can feel like same old, same old. And here, this one, the card that is asked that wants to be embodied along with this situation is that take life by its horn. Go jump, do whatever it is that you want to do. Take risk and you will be provided. Take risks and you will reap the reward. Because when you don't take risks and you stay in this place of the grayness and never really step in between the world and see the beauty, the colorful future ahead, then what's the point of living? And yes, with every risk, there comes possibility of failing, possibility of getting hurt, possibility of not succeeding in whatever it is that you're endeavoring. Yet at the same time, all of those, if you don't see it from the point of view of mistakes, failure, things that you should be moving away from, then those things could all be just part of the experiences of being alive, part of the experiences of being or going forward toward your highest potential, who you can be if you are not so stuck in repeating or staying stuck in an old pattern or gray sum life. And doesn't mean that taking risks is not taking into consideration safety. Please don't do anything that will harm you or harm anybody around you. This is about taking risks in a way that whatever it is that you want to do that will bring you toward joy, fulfillment, success, having experienced something that you have not been experienced, have been able to give yourself that experiences, things that have been in your vision, in your imagination of who you want to be, knowing full on that you have the talent for it. You just never use that talent, or you never use the courage to just step in fully. Maybe you want to get married and you never really consider that you're enough to find the partner that you want. Maybe it is time that you put yourself out there and be really true to yourself and what type of person that you're attracting, what type of person that you want to commit in relationship, what type of person that you really want to give your life to, instead of kind of like, oh, yeah, maybe I should just take that because I'm too old, or I might not be good enough for the right person that I really want. This is the courage The challenge that I'm talking about is not just kind of jumping yourself and taking a courage or busting your fear and jumping out of an aeroplane. Does not have to be that, but just the courage to own the part of you, to own your dream and say, I want that person in my life. I want that type of relationship. If this is talking about relationship, but if it's talking about money, career, profession, success in life, that's the type of success I want. That's the type of career I want. I don't want to work 9 to 5. In my business, I want to be able to feel supported in my business, not just supporting others, but also feel supported in my business. That I want to explode my business into a different level, kind of income level. All of this is this taking the step, taking the challenge to move yourself further instead of being stuck in the I'm don't have what it takes. Um, I'm too blah blah blah. The gray, the old past self needs to go. You are in that between world right now. You are given the chance to let go of the past, to step in fully into the life that you want. And the affirmation that you can use, I'm not going to say it, you can just read it right here. You can even take a picture. It's a beautiful message that if you say this to yourself often will help you to really go between the worlds, embrace the challenges, take the risk so clarity can come. Your reality will shift to more something more vibrant, more wonderful, more who you are, um, and whatever it is that you want to create in your life. Okay? All right. So now we're going into the specific channel message to each of you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show 3 cards and I'm going to just show the back of the card. And after I show this card, tune in. Whether that's the right card for you, you will get a clear yes or a clear no, or you might feel like it lands somewhere in your body or it lands somewhere in your mind of a situation that you're going through right now. So take a mental note or even write it down, which card that speaks the most to you, and that will be the right message for you this time. Okay? All right, so let's do combination number 1. All right, this is card combination number 1. Here you go. Does this give you a clear yes, or does this give you a clear no? Does it land in your body or a situation that you're going through right now? Take a mental note. Notice how strong the vibrations of this card to you at this moment. Okay, card number 2, or combination card number 2. Okay, this is card combination number 2. Does this give you a strong yes? Does this give you a strong no? And where does this land in your body? Or maybe you start to get some visuals. Or maybe this lands in the situation that you're going through right now. Take a mental note. Notice how strong the energy of this card is calling you at this moment. Wonderful. And this is the card combination number 3. Does this give you a strong yes or a strong no? Anything jump out of this card? Does it give you a strong reaction to it? Does it land on your body part or your energy center? Or does it give you some kind of awareness of a situation that you're going through right now? So take a mental picture. Is this a strong yes or no? Wonderful. And with all of this deck or combinations, I am also infusing it with energy healing. So if this card resonate with you, all you have to say is that I'm open to the healing messages and I'm open to the healing energy. Card combination number 1, this is the card of imagination. And as you can see here, there's a silhouette of a person reaching out to the moon. And the card is that imagine. And this card has this feeling of reaching, it's not reaching to the stars, reaching to the moon. You want something, you're desiring something, and the moon is your intuitions. You're looking for inspiration, things that you want to manifest. In fact, you already know what it is that you want, and you're looking for clarity. It's like, okay, how am I going to do this? And this card is reminding you continue imagining until you find the one that's really clicking truly, fully with you. And give yourself fully into being there. This is not a time for you to doubt your imagination, because the things that you doubt, so especially when you use the words for it or the feeling, and you notice that your body is shrinking and like, oh, I don't think it's possible. Oh, that's gonna make me feel so weird and different. What will people say? Then it will cloud the imagination, it will cloud the manifestation, and in fact, it will block the manifestation, because then whatever that you're imagining will not come true, because you're giving away that energy of it's not possible. So, how can it be possible when you're already telling yourself it's not possible? So be very careful with this card being in the situation with your imagination. What are you sending off to the universe? What are you sending off as for guidance and help? Are you sending off hope, optimistic, wanting, desiring to receive what it is that you want? Or are you also sending off, give me proof. I don't think this is possible. I don't know if this is, I'm have enough capacity to receive this. Then that is exactly what you're going to see, the proof of whether or not you deserve this, which probably more likely than not is exactly what you do not want to see, because you have wished something else. So be very careful about those, because that can also create the disillusionment of things are not manifesting, disillusionment that you don't deserve things, or disillusionment. I was like, if those are just dreams, those are just imagination. Well, in fact, if it's already planted within you, this is your life purpose to make it happen. So don't discount it. If you really want something, go for it. Be very specific and command it to the universe, to the moon, to the spirits, the spirit guides, those who are helping you to make things happen, to really give them a chance to make things happen for you. And in your manifestation, which is the energy that you can embrace, represented by gate 16 in human design, is to then see what it is available in your reality of the things that you can use to manifest this. Because one thing about imaginations and manifestation is that your physical reality must match what you imagine. So if you're imagining that you want a beautiful house, then in your reality, you want to start looking at beautiful house. You use your talents, and this is the card of talents. You have versatility, you have so many talents. Look for the talents that can help you find the house. Is it your talent of researching, talent of connecting with the right people at the right place, or maybe your talent is in imagination as well? Then maybe carve time to continue imagining what it is that you want in your house. So use your body to give you direction instead of stressing out about the how and then overthinking it. Connect with your body. And if you have been studying human design, this is the time that you want to connect with your inner strategy and authority. Notice what your body is telling you, which direction you have to go. If your body said, hey, open that book, you might actually find a message there that will direct you to the next things that you have to do to manifest your house. Or if it's something that your body said, hey, this is a good day to walk, then walk. Use whatever it is that your body and your talents are telling you to go. I know sometimes the message feels like, wait, one is using intuitions, but also the intuition is telling you to take action, right? To do something. And maybe finding a home will not be a good example for that. Maybe it's this a business that you've been thinking, hey, I want to create extra income in my life. And there's imaginations, right? Oh, I want this, I want that, and the extra income can, you know, afford me to do this and that. And in your reality is to then look at or notice where is your heart desire or your body or your the vibration in your body is directing you to go, and keep doing it. Keep doing it. It may require you to use certain talents, certain skills. Like I said, it could be your research skill, or it could be your networking skill, it could be your selling skill, or whatever it is, to then continue doing that over and over so that you can manifest what you have imagined instead of and this is where I said it, be very careful with your mind, your thought, your emotion, the words that you say, and the actions, because if you put in that self-doubt, guilt, oh, something that I have done in the past, but it didn't work, you will block your manifestation. Things will not come through because of what it is that you put in along the way, as you imagine, as you want, as I desire. Oh, and I noticed that my body is guiding me to do this. Oh, my body or my inner strategy and authorities, is giving me this vibration toward taking this class or meeting this person, connected this person. But instead, I'm like, oh, I don't have this. I don't have the courage to speak up, to approach this person, and all of that. That will hold. That will block your manifestation. And the card that is helping you to give and instill, to affirm, so that you can continue staying in the direction that you need to be to manifest is this. I'm gonna read it real quick. One's highest demand is for the divine design of one's life. Powerful. So demand, command what you want, what you have imagined, and leave the rest, shove everything else that don't work toward achieving that away. And it's a conscious decision that you have to do every moment. It's a conscious choosing of what kind of energy you want to stay present with so that you do not block your manifestation. Okay. And this is combination card number 2. First card, the situation, is the card that say round and round. And this, for me, it shows that you are seeing a pattern or you are stuck in a pattern. Things continue giving you the same result, or you keep doing things over and over, certain habits that you know you're not supposed to be doing, but yet you're still doing it, and it's still gonna put you in that same situation and over and over and over again. The good thing is that now you are becoming aware. See that you have your face right there. So you're starting to notice and be aware of this pattern. This is a good thing. So now what's the energy for you, what that you can use to help you get out of the pattern? Because you're like, I know this pattern is not really serving me, and I just don't know how to get out of it. And I love this card. And this is a card from Human Design Oracle System Gate number 58 that tells you the energy that you can embrace to get you out of the pattern is to reconnect to what brings you joy. Now, that should be easy, right? Well, in fact, people think of joy of something that they need to obtain from something outside of them. Yet the real joy is actually something that is already innate within you. So the the work that you have to do, that you can break this pattern of round and around, is to really hone in and know who you are. Know who you are and whether or not everything that you do right now in your life is in alignment with who you are. Because if whatever it is that you do in your life, how you think, how you breathe, how you eat, how you do life, is in alignment with who you are, joy comes naturally. There is no stress, there is no suffering, there is no forcing things to happen and work. Everything's gonna flow because you are connected to joy. So to answer, how do I get out of this pattern of round and around and around, trying to break a bad habit or break output or result, is tough if you don't know what creates it in the first place. And the easy answer to that is know yourself. Know yourself fully. Know yourself, what creates joy to you. Because when you can always align with what truly is authentic to you, that brings you joy and flow, then the habit will fall away. In fact, you will start to be aware of how the habit is created in the first place. More likely than not, it's because you're trying to follow somebody else's ideas, philosophies, or conditions, or what other people say that you should do to create joy, to create happiness in life, that is not in alignment with you. And yet, because your ideas of joy has to come from others, you pick it up and it just doesn't work. And then you keep creating it over and over, thinking and believing that it should give me a different result, which is the idea of insanity, and it will never come into fruition. So, self-discovery, know who you are, connect to your joyful self, and you will be out of your bad habit. And this is the card that goes with it as an affirmation. Thy will be done this day. Today is a day of completion, getting complete out of this cycle of round and around. I give thanks for this perfect day. Miracle shall follow, miracle and wonder shall never cease. Here is the card, holding it for a few seconds so you can take a picture. All right. And that is for combination card number 2. And we're going to combination card number 3. The situation that you're in right now is the loyal heart. Wow. Okay, friend. You are seeing things that is a proof of the loyalty of your heart. What you've been loyal to, what you've been committed to. And this could be good things, but unfortunately, this card comes as a situation. So, the proof that you're seeing as part of where you put the loyalty of your heart may not be something that you love. Maybe something that is actually heartbreaking. Maybe something that makes you suffer. You're like, oh my God, I've committed to everything that I have to this purpose and it's actually destroying me, or it's giving you heartache, or maybe even giving you illness or more stress. So if this lawyer heart is showing you that your commitment is actually giving you things that make your life become super painful, do you really want to stay stuck in it? Do you still want to continue and being stubborn and being in it for a long run? Friend, the card that is want to support you this week also has a heart in it, loyal heart. But where does your loyalty must reside? It is in yourself. It is in yourself. And this is a card that goes from Capricorn and Sagittarius. Oof, one that is actually Sagittarius to Capricorn, the cups end of Sagittarius to Capricorn. Sagittarius being the mutable fire sign that wants to love everything and love everybody, and the Capricorn that's like, I want to climb the mountain, I want to commit. And to be able to love everyone, to be able to love having an intimate relationship or to love other people and being able to free yourself, and just like that Jupiterian Sagittarius, like I want to love, universal love, love to all. And you need to be able to love yourself. Because before you can commit to that big love, the universal love, if you don't know how to love yourself, how can you love others? Because if you can't 100% say to yourself, I love myself. I love myself. You can look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. Then how can you see somebody else and give that person 100% of your love without judgment? Because most of the time, the things that you judge yourself, you judge others. The thing that you don't like about yourself, you will not like it from others. So self-love here, it wants to remind you to look deeply within yourself. The light and the dark within you is within you. You cannot change about that. That's what makes you beautiful. That what makes you unique is because you have all the crack, you have all the sparkle that goes through from all the hard lessons that you've gone through in your life, all the bad and the good experiences that you've gone through. These are all you, including all the emotions that can sometimes feel very heavy and feels very passionate. It's you. It was create you beautifully, you. So the more that you can accept that within yourself, knowing and allowing yourself to give yourself fully 100% commitment, whoever I am enough. I'm beautiful. I'm lovable. I'm loving. I give myself permission to love myself fully. Then notice, and I'm actually inviting you this as a practice, the more that you can look in yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, I love you, I love you, you're beautiful. No matter that you see dimples on your thigh or like, stretch marks and something that is crooked in your eyebrows and your lips, you still say, oh my God, you're beautiful and I love you. More that you be less judgmental, or criticizing yourself, the less that you can, the less criticize. Oh, again, the less, the less that you're criticizing yourself, because we're our own biggest critic, right? The less critical we are to ourselves, the less critical we are to ourselves. Notice as you look at other people, are you still criticizing them for who they are, for how they look, for what they are, what they're doing? So my invitation to you is look yourself in the mirror, see yourself fully who you are, what you do, not just as an appearance, okay? What you think, how your emotion is, what you do in your life. In fact, if you can just forgive everything that you've done in the past that has created any heartache, pain, sufferings, failure, if you can give yourself that forgiveness and truly embrace yourself fully of who you are, I invite you to do that for a week and notice how your reality shifts. Not just how you're going to look at other people, but how other people are starting to see you from a different lens, from a different perspective. So, the affirmation card that accompany this reading today, an adverse situation can be good. I'm undisturbed by it, and it falls away of its own weight. None of these things moves me. So whatever it is that you're going through, that you're starting to see as like, oh my God, all this commitment, everything that I've given out my heart to is giving me all this adversity. You know what? Don't see it as something that is bad. Everything is good. Everything is good. I'm undisturbed by it and it falls away of its own weight. None of these things move me. All that you have to work on is giving yourself all the love fully to yourself. All right. That's it for today, my friend. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if these messages resonate with you, please like, subscribe, or share these videos to those who need to hear it. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.